Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk about is it okay not to be okay? Yeah. So as we all know that we go through a lot of things in our life, good and bad. We experience a lot of good things. We experience a lot of bad things. We do good things. We do bad things, and I think that is what makes us human. And I mean, we are not robots. We are not zombies that we can be programmed in a certain way and we have to function in a certain way. And if you closely observe this idea of something that is okay, it's a kind of a herd mentality where a group of people with similar interest or same interest come together and then they identify an act or a process as something which is okay. And ironically, if you don't fit into that, you are not okay. So these ideas of being okay uh, is in fact not very feasible, because it's absolutely against your own individuality and your own uniqueness. As humans, we are very different. We are born differently. We look different. Our traits are different. Our personalities are different. Our behaviors are different. The way how we think is different. Each emotion is processed differently in us. So having a very generalized idea that this is how it is and this is okay, that is something which begins to choke all of us. We all cannot fit into that picture made by just a handful of the people, and they have termed it as okay. Let me give you an example. For example, I grew up in a toxic, dysfunctional family, and I am being emotionally abused, physically abused, and in a lot of ways I am being abused. My childhood is filled with abuse, and in order to put up resistance, I finally start saying no to my parents, to their demands, and to whatever they want out of me. Because of that toxicity, because of that dysfunctionality, and because I'm feeling miserable, I begin to say no to whatever they throw at me. Now, a handful of people or a group of people have already made it normal and okay that if a child denies what the parent says them to do, it's not okay, it's absolutely bad. So without knowing what is going inside of me, or without understanding what I am going through, as a general thumb rule, I will be identified as not okay, bad, not listening to my parent. So this is what I want all of you to understand, is that everybody processes things differently, and we can't have a usual and a general rule of that this is okay and that is not okay. To be honest, there are some things that I find very stupid, and I don't do it, and I find it absolutely okay to not do things if it doesn't make sense to me. But for some group of people, it might not be okay. So we all need to understand that this notion of okay and not okay, good and bad, it's all made by people who come together and collectively develop an idea or a thought, and that is the entire system that they develop, and start judging people based on that. So I don't think everyone and anyone can fit into any such categories of perfection or generalized definition. We all are different, we all are unique. I might like something, you might not like something. So does that make you a bad person because you're not liking what I am liking? No, absolutely not. That is what individuality is. That is what uniqueness of humans are. We all are different. We all are unique in our own ways. So and also, if you see, let me bring about this example also. Society as it is has defined man as a stronger sex. very strong, very potent, very hardworking, and he doesn't cry, he doesn't feel pain, he can bear enormous amount of pain, he can go through anything, and he can keep on providing. But if you see from a different standpoint, you are just confiscating the rights of being emotional. A group of people are just generalizing what a man is and what a man is supposed to be and think and behave like, which is not. Man also has emotions, and they also have their own levels of vulnerabilities and emotional highs and lows. So how can we say that a man doesn't feel pain, a man doesn't deserve to cry because he's the stronger sex? So I hope I'm able to make things clear that these are just man-made things, that this is okay and this is how it should be. I mean, of course a man does feel pain when hurt, and that doesn't mean that men should be exploited, because some few people have built up a narrative that men don't feel pain. So that doesn't mean that men are from time immemorial, and in time immemorial men will be subjected to abuse, men will be subjected to a lot of exploitation. No, it's absolutely not. So this entire notion that is thrown at us on a daily basis, that this is okay and this is not okay, we often get very stressed and we often get very pressured, and this is basically to put pressure on us and force us to comply with what is okay according to them, so that we become a part of that herd. Come on, we are not sheeps, we are not cattle, we are not animal. We can't follow the herd mentality. Maybe in ancient time, or maybe uneducated people might have those kind of mindset, that this is okay and this is how it is. Anything that is beyond this, or anything that is not fitting into this idea, is abnormal, abomination, it's something bad. So I don't think one should be so judgmental, and we all are unique beings. So I mean, the problem is when we don't accept a person the way how he or she is, or for whatever he or she identifies with, or whatever he or she thinks or behaves like. We get into a habit collectively to change people and to force people to comply and to think the way how we want to think as a herd, which is not, and that is not what humans should do. So this entire forcing ideas on people, and then putting pressure that you are not okay, I am okay, you are not like me, so you are not okay, and we get so pressurized that we feel start feeling suffocated, we feel a lot choked, and because of that we develop a lot of mental health issues, and we do suffer, though we don't talk about it, but at the back of our mind it keeps going, that I don't fit into that criteria, I am not okay, there's something wrong with me. Instead, there is nothing wrong in you, everyone is different and unique, and we should accept the differences. The problem is that the society itself is becoming toxic and narcissistic, whereas they just want it a certain way. It's not like that. And also I would say society, culture and religion plays an important role in conditioning people's thought process that this is the right way, though no one can testify what is the right way and what is the wrong way, and who defines what is right and wrong. Something might be wrong for me, which might be right for someone who's in crisis or in survival mode. You never know. So we all should not be judgmental and let people be however they are and whatever they want to be. And also, it's absolutely fine not to be okay. I have stretch marks. Stretch marks is absolutely normal, and every human gets it. But as per the international beauty standards, you know, it's not that great. A great woman is expected to have porcelain kind of a skin, an absolute silicone finished skin with protruding bosoms and, you know, protruding busts, and you know, butt, and a very narrow waist, and she needs to talk very softly. So, you know, these are collective ideas made by people, and I think these ideas further choke people. What about someone who's healthy? What about someone who's obese? Aren't they beautiful? I mean, don't they deserve to live? Aren't they women enough? Or those who have stretch marks, they are not women enough. So, you know, I think these things in society, and, you know, with time these things get even more, you know, solidified. These ideas get more solidified, and of course on top of it, if there is a whitewashing of religion on top of it, then it's all, you know, foolproof. Then it becomes legit. So an idea with the twist of, you know, religion in it, something heavenly in it, it becomes absolutely concrete. So one has to follow, or if one doesn't follow, it becomes an abomination. So, you know, the entire idea behind making this video is that don't feel pressured, and don't feel weird if you're not okay according to them. You know, you might not be okay according to them, but you might be okay according to your own self. So listen to your heart and do what makes you feel happy. We all are not zombies, or we all are not robots that we all have to function and behave and think and react in the same way. So it's absolutely okay not to be okay as per their standards. It's absolutely fine. So don't be trapped in that guilt, shame, and with all of that you know, burden of insecurities that I'm not like them, I'm not okay, I can't behave like this, this is not okay. There is nothing called okay and not so okay. If it works for you, it's fine, it's okay for you. If it doesn't work for people, they might not consider it as okay. So that's their problem, their prerogative and their way of looking at things. So it's absolutely normal not to be okay. So don't carry that burden on your shoulders. Let go. Just be yourself. Yes, so this video is all about how okay it is to, you know, to be not so okay. Yeah, and it's absolutely fine. You really don't have to be okay all the time. Just be yourself, that's all. So please take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you, and please do comment below, and do like, share, subscribe this channel. Hope these videos are helping you guys. Take care of yourself. Bye.